Hey guys, this is Carolina Varsity. We're in our 2015 season. We're hitting week 11, and we're going to take a look at the Southwestern 4A Conference and the playoffs. I'm Dale Ross.
And I'm Matt Marta Pittman, and here's your standings going into Week 11 in the Southwest. Independence at the top, 4-0 in conference play, 6-3 overall. Behind them, Butler, 4-1 in the conference, 8-2 overall. And in a three-way tie for third, Myers Park 2-2 in the league, 5-4 overall. Rocky River 2-2 in the league, 3-6 overall. East Mac 2-2 in the league, 4-5 overall. Followed by Porter Ridge at 1-3 in the conference, 1-8 overall, and Garinger 0-5 in the league, 0-10 overall.
Okay, so teams with 6+ wins, those that are solid in the playoffs. Butler has 8 wins. Butler is 1 game back, and they have bye this week, and then they play Independence at the end of the season. Independence, who oddly enough is they're only at 6 wins, but they are the conference leaders right now. So they went out. Conference is theirs. They got Rocky River, which is a big rival game, a tough ball game, not one that you can favor either team. And when we talk about it, you may be surprised who's favored. And Butler. So win those 2 ball games, Independence is conference champion. You get the number 1 seed. So even though you'll be at 8 wins, you're going to have home game, number 1 seed. Once you're a number 1 seed, your records are gone as far as who you play. It's right. What seed were you seeded in? So if you get the top number 1 seed, which you wouldn't because of your record, but still you'll be a high seed.
You'd probably be like a 4 or 5.
Exactly. You're still going to have a couple of home games.
And that means if Butler wins against Independence, they win the conference.
That's right.
Gotcha.
So the end of the season, there's no way Butler, if Butler wins their last game, there's no way they cannot, because their only loss is to East Mecklenburg, who currently only has 2. They have 2 losses, so right. There's no way, even if they went out and finished 4-2, Butler would have to find a way to lose 2 ball games. Gotcha. So that would be interesting if Butler lost to Independence, and Independence lost to Butler and Rocky River, and East Mecklenburg happened to win out. Which
going to tiebreakers.
Oh my goodness! So that's going to put us down to teams with 5 wins. There's only 1 team. In 5 wins, you're probably in the playoffs, but as we know, some 5-win teams have not gone.
Yep.
And that's Myers Park. Myers Park's got Garinger and East Mecklenburg remaining. So East Mecklenburg,
at least 6. Huh?
At least 6, exactly. Now, the East Mecklenburg game might be tough for them. East Mecklenburg's got, at 4 wins, they got Porter Ridge and Myers Park. I can see them finishing with 6 wins. They should finish with 5. Porter Ridge is a little hard time.
When they get to 5 and 3 in the conference, that puts them on the bubble, like we were talking about earlier.
Right, and at 3-3 in the conference, I would think that's a 500 conference percentage that probably would squeeze them in, and we'll see here in just a moment.
Okay.
And of course, Porter Ridge, they've got East Mecklenburg and Rocky River. Next we got Rocky River. Rocky River's at 3 wins. They really need to win out to make the playoffs. So they got Independence and Porter Ridge.
Well, like you said before, the playoffs start this week for Rocky River.
Rocky River, the playoffs start Friday night. Exactly. Porter Ridge got East Mecklenburg and Rocky River to go, and Garinger's got Myers Park. The report projects that Butler will finish first in conference, Myers Park will finish second, and Independence will finish third.
So they got Independence losing out.
Yep. Got Rocky River squeezing into the playoffs, and East Mecklenburg. So the report has Rocky River beating Independence and Butler beating Independence. So that pushes them down to a number 3 seed. Still, you're seeded in as one of the automatic berths, but now you're going to be down there probably in that 7, 8, range, somewhere in that range, depending on how things go with teams going 4A and 4AA, etc. East Mecklenburg and Rocky River at 5 and 6.
And that low seeds.
Yep, those are going to be definitely road games the whole way, and facing one of the bigger teams. Could be actually. Next week we'll see who they might play.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting. I thought it was kind of interesting when I looked at the records, and I'm like, it's conceivable that Independence could beat Butler, and it's possible that East Mecklenburg could win their next 2 ball games. Wouldn't that create an interesting situation if Independence also loses to Rocky River? So that's the thing that Independence has got going for them. They could lose to Butler, finish 4-1. Butler obviously is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
If they win that ball game, they win the head-to-head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting. Butler would have to lose for there to become a mixture in the conference, which means, actually, I don't know. That would put Independence at 4-1 because Independence have to beat Butler. What are we talking about? We got to look at this stuff closer.
You got to take better notes, man.
Oh, I need more notes. I got lots of notes.
Come on.
Okay, well that's it. We'll have a little bit more next week. Thanks for watching. You guys have great games this week.